First of all, I want to thank co-host for letting me use this beautiful room. All this great. Who do I have with me today?
Yeah, my name is Shaq Cozart. So
Shaq Cozart?
Shaq Cozart, or Shaquille, like Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, wow.
But just call me Shaq, please. So
Thank you so much, Shaq.
yeah,
So,
absolutely.
what's the name of your company?
Yes, my company is named UpDraft Marketing. UpDraft Marketing, and basically what we do is we specialize in creating and monitoring ad campaigns across multiple platforms such as Meta, Google, and your popular streaming services like Hulu, Pluto, Paramount, things like that. So we're trying to get our clients' customers wherever they are at the time. So if that means they're on the couch watching TV, we're going to run ads specifically to those customers. Or if they're usually on Facebook, we're running ads for those customers. So our tagline is elevating your brand, and that's what we're trying to do is basically target customers in the best way possible to make sure that your brand elevates. So
And get the most you can for your investment.
absolutely,
Time,
absolutely,
eyeballs on the ad.
absolutely.
Is that measurable?
It's definitely measurable. Yep. Especially with the tools that we use today, Meta even, if you're just a person that's solo, just trying to run ads for yourself, and you don't want to hire a company at the time, Meta has so many things that you can incorporate into it to actually measure and see the quality of leads, how many leads you're getting, where they're coming from, what the demographic of those customers are, or those potential warm leads. So you're always able to track and measure what you're doing good, what you're doing wrong, how it can be improved, and how you can change up your targeting or A/B test in a way that's going to help you build better campaigns for the most part.
And get the most.
Exactly.
So, can I ask you, where are you from? What got you into marketing?
Yeah, so I'm originally from Lynchburg, Virginia, so a long way from here, not too long away, I guess, still on the East Coast. But what got me into marketing ultimately was just being around this space for so long. I've worked for, we were talking about this a little bit before this, but I was working for other companies before landing here in Lakeland and starting this company. But I love marketing. I love it for the fact, I think, simply because I like seeing how well a business can do just by implementing a few things that really aren't that difficult if you think about it. And that's what I learned when I went to college for marketing. Well, not really marketing, but communications and media studies. We did touch on marketing a lot, and I learned just a lot about how you can improve by just having targeted campaigns, or creating a really well thought out call to action, or creating your script so it aligns better with your brand and actually sounds better, and it's going to resonate better with your audience, the audience that you want to attract. So that's what I love about it, the fact that you can just combine all of these different metrics and styles and ways of getting your point across to ultimately grow your company. That's the coolest thing about it. So
Get those leads.
absolutely.
So, do you develop the marketing plan, or do you just implement the trackable information, or from beginning to end? You have an example, or if you will?
Yeah, absolutely. So whenever I meet with a new client, what I do is I'll contact them, or they'll contact me. Obviously, they want to work with me. I'll sit down and meet with them for the first time. What we're doing in that meeting is basically talking about everything that's going to go into my planning process. So I'm going over who their audience currently is, who the audience is that they want to attract. Do they have any leads? Do they have any type of marketing strategy? We'll evaluate that, use that, and then go off of that so I can go back home and build their entire strategy and plan. And what goes into my planning process is actually researching their entire industry to make sure that what I'm doing is actually going to resonate with their industry and it's going to work. And I make sure that I'm just doing my legwork to make sure that what I'm putting out is going to be successful. Because while I do enjoy doing this and making a living at this, I think it's incredible that I can do it. But at the same time, the best part about this is retaining customers, because they're emailing me, which I've been getting these emails and these messages from my current clients that are like, we're seeing so many more leads come in. Like, we're seeing people message us every day now. We have someone that's coming into our office now saying they heard about us from Facebook or Google or whatever. And that's what really fires me up. So my planning process is pretty thorough when it comes to that first meeting and figuring out how exactly I can help them through my company.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Who would be like your target audience? Who would be?
Yeah, so my target audience right now, I don't stick to a specific niche or industry, but I do stick to small businesses. That's what I really want to focus on. So businesses that are under 50 or so employees, and that don't have a dedicated marketing team, or maybe they've worked with marketing companies in the past and it wasn't a great experience. So that's really who I'm going after, because I want to show people how putting those dollars into digital marketing specifically, is something that can really blow up your business. And especially if you have a product that is not something that's just, in your city of Lakeland, or you have a service that can be utilized outside of Lakeland, you can target customers outside of Lakeland, and it's not that hard, and you can grow your business to a level where you never thought you could. So yeah, I love focusing on small businesses because I just love seeing that return on investment for them, myself as well. But it's more so to see the smiles on people's faces. And small businesses are perfect for that because they're not a large corporation that is ready to just throw out $100,000 and they don't care if it really works or not. Of course, they want a return on investment, but at the same time, it's like it's not the same impact that you get from a small business.
When you're a small business, every dollar counts.
Exactly.
You need that dollar to bring in 5 more. You don't need to just throw it away.
Yeah, absolutely.
And when you mentioned that across the whole world and the whole country, these new targeting things kind of geographical, you can select like a zip code or a town or whatever business you're in or wherever you're located at.
Absolutely. And that's the cool thing. That's why I really wanted to stick to a digital marketing business model, is because I don't have to stick to just, billboards, or I don't have to stick to just curbside signs or anything like that. I can really allow people to maximize their marketing efforts because you can target anywhere in the country, basically. If your product's something that can be sold anywhere in the country, then you can target those people wherever you want to. You can make a nationwide campaign. And the cool thing about it, too, with small businesses is when it comes to these nationwide campaigns or bigger campaigns, everyone always thinks, I got to spend $100,000 to do this. I got to spend this crazy amount of money to get my name out there, to get my product out there, and it's just not true. And that's what I really try to drill into my current clients' heads, is that when we start out, we're not starting out big, and it's so cool because I'm still seeing those returns, but we're starting out very small, and we're giving, these algorithms and these platforms time to learn and time to actually, get it to an audience to where we can figure out who that real warm audience is, and not forget about the cold audiences, because a lot of people do forget about cold audiences. And in reality, you need to target those cold audiences and figure out why, people don't know about you yet, because the whole plan is to make sure people know about you.
That's right.
So I don't know if I just answered your question there,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I'm passionate about this, so it kind of fires me up when I talk about it.
So if you're a small business and you're trying it yourself, you may get some results, you may not. Your competition is out there, and if you're seeing your competition getting more results than what you're doing, contact you. You can implement your ideas, your experience, to where they can now see a bigger return on their investment and maybe get that edge on their customer.
Absolutely.
Or their competitor, excuse me.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. Yeah, the competitor. And I like that you said that about if they're previously using someone else or something like that, because that's a lot of my clients say, because they've previously worked with a marketing company, not in Lakeland or anything like that, but they previously worked with another online marketing company or someone that doesn't have like a set office or something like, which is me. That's what I am. I'm basically an online marketing company. And I go for clients that are outside of Lakeland as well too. But the biggest thing is people just don't really know. Like when a small business hires a marketing company, they don't always know what that company's doing. That's the biggest complaint I hear from why they're talking to me now, is because we didn't really know what our other marketing company was doing. Were they even working? Were they doing anything? We weren't getting results, or, they just didn't see leads. They didn't see anything come from it. They were spending all this money and didn't see anything. Poof. Exactly. So you're throwing money at the wall basically and no return. So that's where I really love to step in and not just kind of, take over. No, I like to show them that digital marketing works. I really can't stand when people have a bad impression of digital marketing because it's just so powerful right now. And if you implement the right strategies when it comes to your audience, when it comes to retargeting ads, when it comes to figuring out who your real audiences are, that's the most pivotal part of digital marketing, is just figuring out who you should be getting your product or service to. So once you do that, you can seriously make a great campaign as long as you have the right messaging and creative behind it.
So when someone hires you and they make an investment and you implement the idea and the plan with them, at the end, they get reports that shows where every dollar went, and their return on investment can be quantitatively watched and all that.
Absolutely. And I love that you say that too. So the good thing about a lot of these platforms that we market on now, I'll take Meta, for instance. That's the easiest one to explain. So when I'm working on someone's Meta account and trying to get them more leads on Meta, which for anyone that doesn't know, Meta is going to reach across Facebook, Instagram, things like that. So when I create ads on there, I'm utilizing their Meta business account. And I'm like an added partner on that business account, so I can access their account and create these ads. So I always tell them whenever I go into that Meta account or whenever I meet with them first, I'm like, that I'm in your Meta account right now. So what does that mean for you? That means you see everything that I'm doing. I don't want to hide anything from you. So I want you to go into that Meta account as much as you possibly can to see what I'm doing, to see if it's the right budget that we agreed on, to see if it's actually getting a return, and leads go right into that Meta account. You can download your leads from there and to see those leads. I want to be fully transparent to my clients, so they know everything from point A to point B or C, D, and down the road later on when I work with you. I want people to know everything that goes on behind the scenes. And that goes for Google and that goes for the streaming services that I market for as well too. So
that's fantastic. Yeah, I'm wondering about do you market outside of the meta and stuff, like a marketing campaign as well as at the same time, or is it just strictly online?
So yeah, well, it's all online. It's all digital.
Okay.
But I do I'm a package-based business. So there's different packages that you can choose. My first package is strictly Meta.
Okay.
Strictly Meta, you get SEO in there as well, and you get some marketing planning help as well too. So if you want to create a daily posting schedule for yourself, I can create that for you, give you all the tips, tricks, and how to actually reach an audience through organic marketing and traffic, basically. But yeah, that's the first tier, and then it goes up to Google, and then it goes up to your streaming services as well too.
Okay, so there's different packages. It doesn't matter how big you are. If you're a sole proprietor like me, a one-man show, you'll work with it, or if we got 10 people in the.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Absolutely.
And the same way with the amount of budget, budgeting is available to anybody at any.
So yeah, budget's the first thing we talk about in any client meeting. It's obviously we want to get a budget that's going to fit for you, for the person that I'm marketing for. So we have to decide what it is. I made a video of this before. What are you willing to lose? You know, when that's the big thing. What are you willing to lose when you hire a marketing company? So if that's $400 for the first month, you're willing to lose $400. It's kind of like gambling because I never tell anyone that I'm going to guarantee them they're going to get a crazy 10x on sales. I will never tell you that.
Because you don't know yourself.
No, absolutely.
You just do your best.
Absolutely. I can't do that. I can't guarantee any of that. But what I can guarantee you is that you're at least going to see one or two customers that are going to put leads in that. They're going to give you leads. And you have to sell them. You have to convert them still. I'm the marketing guy. My job is to get your product out or your service out to people. Your job is to close them. That's what I always tell people. So
there's another way of saying it. My brother told me this story one time. My job is to get them to the door. Once I get them to the door, you take over, but I'll get them to the door.
Exactly. That's it in a nutshell right there. So it's exactly what I do. Yep.
And what is your website address?
My website's UpDraftMarketing.com.
UpDraftMarketing.com.
Yep, so UpDraftMarketing.com. I'm not a website designer, so I'm still working. I need to work with somebody in the community to get a better website up right now. But at the same time, it's what I created, and I love it right now. So UpDraftMarketing.com. You can find contact information, everything you need to know about what I do.
Okay, because I'm the same way. I do it all myself. I haven't got the budget yet. One day I'll have the budget for the big professional guys that can do it. Fantastic.
There you go.
Real job. Well, that is wonderful. And did you have any ideal customer? Or genre of business? Anybody that you real estate or anything?
I guess not really an ideal genre. I recently took on a veterinarian here in the surrounding area, and that's been so fun. Being able to market for a veterinary practice has been awesome. I don't know why. It's just, I love animals. Maybe that's why. But at the same time, it's just been so fun, and the results have been really nice. And I don't know. It's just been a fun one. I wouldn't say that's my niche still. I will accept anybody, basically, as a client, because I believe that anyone across the spectrum has the same opportunity in the digital marketing space to grow their brand. Because in digital marketing, there is no limits, honestly, to who can do this.
And you're open to learning new things and pass on everything that you've already. That's where a lot of the savings sounds like. If you don't know what you're doing, you've got all the experience. They come to you, they hire you, they get all the experience plus the return on investment.
Exactly.
So that's ideal.
Absolutely.
When you decide to accept someone, do you have like a creative area? Or, is it your mind, your imagination, your experience? Your research on that actual, how do you do that?
Yeah, so some of the creatives, I do go about designing myself and creating creatives for the ad. But on others, a huge partner of mine has been Jonathan Anders from Zayo Multimedia, him and Trey. They have been incredible when it comes to just creating impactful video campaigns. So whenever we're working with a customer, having that video from them is incredible.
What's the name?
So it's Zayo Multimedia or Zayo Multimedia, ZAO, and I think they've recently changed over that name. And I don't want to give you the wrong one because it's on the tip of my tongue right now, but I forgot the actual new name. But Jonathan Anders, he's the guy that's always running around the farmers market on Saturdays with the camera on the one wheel and interviewing people at the.
What's his first name?
Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Yeah.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. We was at the Mayfair by the lake.
Yeah.
And me and my family were just doing, we're talking. And here he comes on his one-legged skateboard. I was like, that's Jonathan. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. So he has incredible campaigns. He creates incredible videos, which everyone probably
That's right. Everybody knows him.
Everyone knows that. So working with him on some of the videos and being able to just put that out for people, I mean, it saves me a ton of time for one. And it also is such it gives these customers such a better just visual to have to market their business, because he's really good at the storytelling aspect of things, and just having the opportunity to tell your story when you're a small business owner really has the opportunity to resonate very well with that audience. So yeah, I love working.
I didn't even know. Everybody just knows him as Jonathan. I didn't even know he had a business name. I said, that's the guy to go to.
Yep.
And that's fantastic. Yeah, I'm hoping to have him as a guest on my show as well sometime.
Yeah, absolutely. You definitely should. He's an awesome guy to talk to.
So when you mentioned Meta and Google and all that, so a lot of your stuff is on social media?
Yep. So a lot of where we create the ads and basically everything for the most part, all the creatives and all the advertisements are sent out through Meta, Google, or those streaming services that I talked about earlier. And I also utilize social media a lot for my own, marketing, basically, because social media is huge. And obviously I knew that. I should know that as a marketer. So I try to do as much as I possibly can on social media. When having a business makes it a lot harder to be a one-man show and always post on social while you're trying to monitor these ad accounts.
But I know that well.
Yeah. So my thing about that was, if there's ever a small business out there, whether that be in Lakeland, Tampa, anywhere basically, that maybe doesn't have the budget yet to hire a marketing agency or someone like myself who can handle these accounts for you and basically be your dedicated marketing director. If you don't have the budget, I don't think you should be left out.
I agree.
That's why when it comes to my Instagram pages, my YouTube, my Facebook, even my personal account now, I've started incorporating these things. I'm always giving tips and tricks in short form videos, like 60-second or less videos. Whether that be on how to target better when it comes to your meta ads, how to research your audiences better on Google, how to get better reach when it comes to creating a campaign across Hulu, because Hulu, not many people know how to advertise on Hulu. So it's
you can tell me the stuff that you're doing now can be put on Hulu?
Oh yeah,
and you can advertise?
Yep, the ads. Yep, I'm specialized in creating those Hulu advertisements as well. So, and creating these campaigns are very similar to your Meta campaigns. The interface, the back end of those advertisements, it's very similar. Again, it just comes down to knowing how to target that right audience, knowing how to expand, increase, lower your budget at specific times when it needs to be done, knowing how often you need to be in these accounts to monitor and change things around, because you can't just make an ad and let it run. That's not going to work. Something's going to happen. You're going to start to lose reach. You're going to start to get a lot less leads. So you always have to be in these ad accounts. Basically daily is what I do with my clients. I'm always in there changing stuff around, updating. They're probably always getting notifications on their end because I'm always changing something and it'll tell them. So I do this all the time just to make sure that they're going to get the best possible, like you said, return on investment. But back to, what I do, it's just, I just want people to have some sort of free information, because even if, like I said, even if you can't hire me, you can still implement these things on your own, and you can go into your own Meta Business Suite. You can go into your own Google business account. You might not do Hulu. I wouldn't really recommend just doing Hulu without much experience, or any of the streaming services, but you can at least use the other two and create something impactful, something that's going to at least get good reach and show what your business is about. That's basically what I'm trying to do. And I think I can offer that for free because I'm more passionate about it than I want to just make money. I'm way more passionate about doing this than just, whatever. So I want people to have that information.
That's one of the things I love about our community of Lakeland. Mm-hmm. Everybody is willing to help everybody else. Mm-hmm. It's not always about earning a buck. Mm-hmm. You give great advice, maybe it works, maybe it don't. Mm-hmm. Come, just try it out. You never know.
Exactly.
In our Lakeland community, everybody, especially the entrepreneurs, we all help each other.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it.
It's incredible. And living here for the time I have living here, gone to some of the networking events and met with some people outside of work and just hung out and spread ideas, bounce ideas off each other. It's been incredible. Lakeland is definitely that community. And for anyone out there that is an entrepreneur trying to start a business, thinking about it, get into the networking groups because they are there, they're accepting, and you can learn a ton. And my time at my previous position with the Lakeland Chamber of Commerce, I've learned so much. I built so many connections. I don't take that experience for granted at all because it gave me so many just so much of the ground work when it comes to networking and really figuring out how to better improve myself when it comes to actually presenting myself as a professional and working with other professionals to collaborate and to just build something better. So I think that's the good part about Lakeland, is that it doesn't have to be for money in Lakeland, because everybody, without lack of a better term, everybody wants to eat,
Yeah.
But we can all help each other do that.
That's right.
So,
And that's where we met, at the chamber.
exactly. Yeah.
Did you a member of Catapult or anything, or just Coax or anything?
I'm not currently a member yet. I am planning, and as my business continues to grow, I will begin to become a member of these co-working spaces and different groups as well too.
Just curious, yeah.
Broaden my reach, So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Well, again, man, this is fantastic. Thank you, Shaq.
Absolutely.
I think that might be it.
Yeah, I think that's it. You can catch me on social media, UpDraft Marketing or UpDraft Marketing LLC on every social media page. And yeah, that's about it.
That is wonderful.
So
Well, I
it's
appreciate your time, Shaq.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have a
Thank you so
fantastic
much.
day.
You as well.
bless.
Appreciate it. Thank you.